Hello everybody and welcome to the vlog. I hope you are all having an amazing day so far. Today's video, or actually this studio vlog, is going to be a very busy one because we have a bunch of things that we have to do, and you will see me cleaning, you will see me decluttering, and you are going to see me organizing. It's not just going to be yarn. I want to go through every inch of my office and go through everything I have. I want to see what is useful, what I want to keep, and everything else have to go. No questions. And I am going to have 3 piles, so what I want to keep, what I want to donate, and what I am throwing away, because otherwise it's not gonna be good. I own a bunch of things that I really don't need and are just taking space in my office. I would like to free some of that space and just breathe normally again. My plan is to take everything out of the office. I want all the drawers, all the closets, I want everything clean. And after that, once everything is clean, I will start introducing things slowly back into the office. And I want to find space and place for everything I own and actually know where is what. And along the way, I am going to create a list of yarn and the accessories I have. And I will talk about that more into detail a little bit later once we get there and actually start creating the list. I will show you where I'm going to create this list. I am going to show you how I'm going to upload the photos, and then I'm going to show you my digital yarn stash once it's ready and finished. At this very moment, it is hard to even imagine how many skeins do I have in my yarn stash. Actually, pause the video here, go down in the comments and tell me, what do you think? How many skeins of yarn do I have in my yarn stash? And once I have the number, I will let you know. And I think both you and I will be surprised how many skeins it will be, because I am pretty sure that is way more than 200, 300 skeins. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think the whole process is going to be quite a lot of work. It is going to take me, I don't know, at least a week, if not even more, because there is going to be a lot of work. But I really want my office to be clean again. Don't get me wrong, I am trying really hard to keep everything nice and clean the way it is now, but with so many items, with so many things that I have now, that's really hard. And of course I want to free some space and have what I really want and what I really need. That's why we are going to clean, declutter and organize my studio together. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of work.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. and I, the future is bright.
I have to tell you that I'm a little bit sad because I have to destroy this little corner of yarn where I usually film my yarn hauls and sit down videos. Yeah, it has to go.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.
And the rest will have to go into this box because I don't have boxes anymore. That is my last box, I think so. And I have quite a lot of yarn. So I just found 5 skeins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins of Cascade yarn. This is 100% superwash merino wool in a color that I don't know if I'm going to use. And also I think we came to the uncharted territory because this yarn has no label. I don't know what that is. I have no idea.
Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.
It's officially my second day here in the office and cleaning the office. The drawers and the shelves are more or less empty now. You can see a couple of things here behind me because I just moved a couple of things around. I went through most of my yarn stash and I am going to now slowly start working on the accessories. Yeah, I actually have 2 big containers or 2 big boxes with small drawers. I'm going to show you how they look later, but they actually fit on the shelves here in the office, so I'm going to I have 2 of them and I'm going to put them there. And I am going to put into those small drawers all the accessories that I have and that they fit in. So that will be probably the buttons and the crochet hooks and you know, the small things that I use around the office. And after that I'm going to create my digital yarn stash, which is going to be interesting because I went through most of my yarn and I have quite a lot of yarn, so I think I have a full day of work. Yeah, let's continue. Hi, today is day 3 of our little yarn journey of cleaning and decluttering. I don't really know what happened to those, but they look a bit weird. And of course, I don't plan to keep everything. I will see what I like, what kind of yarn I see myself using in my future projects. The rest of the yarn is going to go into donate pile because the yarn is perfectly fine. It's just that, you know, you sometimes don't feel using that yarn anymore, and if I don't like it that much anymore, it doesn't mean that the yarn is bad. It just means that I don't have idea what to do with that yarn, so I am going to donate it, and maybe somebody else will like it and will create something really, really beautiful with it. So I started with the whole process yesterday, and I have around 250 skeins of yarn at the moment in my digital yarn stash on Ravelry. And if you're wondering why Ravelry, I picked it because it has everything I need, I personally need, and they actually already have an enormous ever-growing library of yarn, and all I have to do is add photo of my yarn and add the name of the yarn and how many skeins of yarn do I have in my stash, and that's it. I really recommend it. It's great. It's pretty simple to use, and you can actually go on Ravelry, click on the stash, and you can see everything you have in your stash. However, I really hope that I am going to stay consistent with keeping track of my yarn, because it's easy to see the yarn now that I am adding it everything at the same time. So at this very moment, everything what I own, so all the yarn I have in my yarn stash is going to be in my digital yarn stash. But in a couple of months, the picture is going to be totally different, because I am going to use some of those yarns that are now at the moment in my digital yarn stash. That's why I'm saying that I will have to be consistent and keeping track with my yarn, and if I use a skein or 2 or 3, I will have to go to my Ravelry stash and keep track of everything I do. So if I used one skein, I will go to the yarn and write down that I have one skein less, which is, when you say it out loud, it's pretty simple, but it's pretty easy to lose track of how much yarn you have. And don't get me wrong, this is fun and this is great, but not that fun that you would do it every month or every couple of months. So it's very important to stay consistent and keep track of your yarn on a regular basis and see what you have and don't have. And also, when you're ordering yarn, you don't have to go through your drawers or your shelves and see, oh, I'm missing this and that. You can just go on Ravelry and look at your stash and see what you have and what you don't have. And you can go through the shelves and drawers later just to be sure that you have the yarn you need. But of course, Ravelry stash would be the first stop where you can see if something is or isn't in your yarn stash, which I think it's amazing. So now I'm going to continue with the process of taking photos and putting all the yarn I have into my Ravelry stash. I have quite a lot of work to do, and I'm planning to finish all this work in the next 2 days, so today and tomorrow. And I really hope that I will be done with all this yarn by the end of the day tomorrow. Hello. My little project, not that little if you think about that I've spent more than a week or a week and a half cleaning the office, but it's coming to an end, finally. I filled quite a few bags and boxes with yarn that I don't need. I cleaned all the shelves and all the drawers, and they are way less full now, which was my main goal from the beginning. So the yarn that is still nice and usable, I am going to donate it all. I'm happy to report that a good friend of mine is coming in an hour or two, and she is going to pick up the yarn. She volunteered to get the yarn, and she's gonna keep something for herself, and she's going to share the rest with her teacher friends, which is super exciting because I am 100% sure that the yarn is going to go in very good hands. She said they are super excited, which makes me very happy because the yarn will find an amazing new home. So the very last thing that I'm planning to do here in the office before I go back to the regular schedule, I am planning to close those shelves here behind me. I put quite a lot of thought into that because this was my little corner where I was filming my videos, and it was used as a background for a lot of my videos and tutorials. It was very special to me because I picked the colors, and the yarn was positioned perfectly the way I wanted. But the truth is that because it was used as a background, I didn't touch that yarn for a very, very long time, which is a little bit heartbreaking because yarn is meant to be used in knitting and crocheting and weaving and so much more, and this yarn was just there for I don't know how long, just because it was a background and because I knew that if I pull a skein or two out, there will be holes and the background would be weird looking. So I decided not to touch it, but now after so many years I finally said it has to go, and because I want to use everything that is on those shelves, I decided to buy the doors and to close those shelves. It doesn't matter how much yarn do I use from those shelves, it will still look clean and perfectly okay, which is what I want. I'm going to assemble the doors now, and after that I'm going to show you a little bit around the office and how the drawers look now.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. We're trying to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. Same way, then don't pretend that everything's okay. Don't string me along the way you do. Just let me get over you.
And I think I'm going to use a little bit of this cardboard, just, you know, a couple of layers, a couple of bits here and there, to create this thing, and this is to keep the even tension when weaving, and the rest we are going to recycle. I just finished editing the main part of the video, and that was quite a lot of work, quite a lot of cleaning and quite a lot of decluttering, and I donated quite a lot of yarn. So yeah, I think it was a very successful project, but it took me way more time than I was expecting. So that might not be the best thing, but yeah, the work is done now. About that promise that I said that I'm going to tell you how many skeins of yarn do I still have in my yarn stash. So I calculated all the skeins, hanks and cakes that I still have, and I have a number here. I have 360 different kinds of yarns in my rarely stash and 1,238 skeins of yarn, which is still a lot, but it's way less than I had before, and that's the amount I am happy with. Yeah, I know it's still quite a lot, but now I know exactly what I have. That's the yarn I like, and I am planning to use for my future projects. Okay, my loves, that would be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you like crocheting or weaving. Thank you so much for keeping me company. It really means a lot. Have a lovely day, have a lovely month, have a lovely life, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!